On your mark, get ready, start.
Broadcasting from California and Delaware, this is the Hard Rocking Trivia Show. And here are your hosts, Mark and Danny.
All right, boys out there in podcast land, time once again for the Hard Rockin' Trivia Show.
And girls.
There you go, and the girls too, okay. And also, make sure you guys watch us on YouTube where you won't only hear the recording. But the cool thing about YouTube is we have lots of playlists so you can watch all kinds of concerts and rare videos of 70s and 80s bands. Literally, there's hundreds of videos and hundreds of concerts pulled from all over the YouTube universe into a couple of playlists. It's probably, I would say, you could watch for 6 months and see something new. Even obscure videos like Van Halen, Lost Control.
Yeah.
Stars videos. Angel, all kinds of old stuff. Newer concerts from a couple of weeks ago in Europe. I mean, Europe is great about broadcasting concerts from these festivals. Like, just amazing stuff. I'm discovering new bands all the time. I'm kind of sort of getting into power metal. Some of these bands like War Kings and Hammerfall. I'm kind of digging this a little bit.
I liked some of the War Kings you sent.
Yeah, it's kind of
hard. It's melodic.
Yeah, and sometimes the subject matter is a little goofier side, but still kind of fun. I notice one of these things these people do at concerts now is they'll all jump on the ground and pretend they're rowing one of those Viking boats together, and there'll be rows of kids sitting down and row. Oh, like, what are these guys doing? But they're all into it, and they're just having a blast. And there's a bunch of kids and a bunch of people our age doing this silly stuff, but everybody's having a ball.
I'd love to spend this summer going to those European festivals.
It's like every week, I'm going to Belgium this week. Oh, I'm going to England, going to France, Spain, everywhere.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, they're so big. I mean, I don't want to be in the middle of 100,000 people just out in the middle of that. You know, you won't be able to see because even though I am super tall, I still wouldn't be able to see.
Well, the way they're broken up is they have multiple stages, and a lot of the bands that we kind of dig sometimes are on the small stages, or they're playing in the afternoon where there's not as many people out there. Now, you get to the major headliners, your Metallicas, your Maidens. Yeah, there's gonna be 30,000 people out there at the same time. But throughout the day, you can go into a tent and see this band, or you can see a smaller stage and see like, oh, there's Coney Hatch playing. Like, wow. I mean,
all right, cool.
Yeah, one of these days, our old ass, because I see the people out there, they're our age and younger, but yeah, Europe has never given up on those kind of experiences. We try here, but
yeah, with the Rocklahoma.
Yeah, they're trying, but a lot of the bands there, the bands over in Europe, they're more traditional. Yeah. I don't know, and they go. They're broader. It seems like the U.S. festivals are the same type of bands. A lot of 90s
Yeah, you won't
acts.
see Maiden and AC/DC doing Rocklahoma.
Yeah. You won't see a lot of these. You won't see Halloween or anything like that, or Saxon or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, mix it up. Throw all kinds of different. Anyway, well.
Someday.
Yeah, all right. Which brings us to our first and most famous and bestly the most popular bit. Let's play some rapid fire. Okay, people out there, let's play some rapid fire where we fire off 3 questions at each other and try to stump the other guy. And you guys out there in podcast land, listening wherever you're listening to this show, try to go 6 for 6. Good luck trying. If you do, contact me on Facebook and brag about it.
Yeah, that'll be your prize. Bragging rights.
Brag right, and I will take that post and put it on Instagram, and everybody will know that you're smarter than we are.
All right, that's a feat.
Yeah. Our wives are smarter than we are.
Yeah, you got that right.
And so the kids are creeping up fast. Okay.
Oh man, my granddaughters, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
My daughters are definitely both smarter than me, but my granddaughters, they're the next level.
It's all downhill from here, Dan.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be. How do you work this thing?
Yeah.
It's the TV remote, Paw.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Way to bring down the show, Dan. Thanks. All right. Question 1 for you. What do Aldo Nova and Dee Snider have in common in terms of songwriting? There's one person they've written a song for. Same person who wouldn't normally think of. Dee Snider and Aldo Nova have written for another artist. Who is it?
I'm gonna say Bryan Adams.
Incorrect. Right country though. The answer? Celine Dion.
What? Come on.
Dee Snider wrote a song for her Christmas album, and Aldo Nova has written several hits for her.
Jeez.
That's why he was semi-retired for so long, and he raised his family because he made his money off of writing for Celine Dion.
Yeah, that's hitting the bank right there.
Cha-ching! And I'm going to go see Aldo Nova at the Whiskey in a couple of weeks, so that's going to be fun.
Nice.
Hopefully he doesn't suck. Anyway.
Well, yeah, there's that.
I'm sure he can play, but can he sing? That's the thing. And this thing I'm a little worried about. Can he still sing? I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah, he's getting up there.
Yeah, he's.
All right. Question 1 for you. Name game.
Oh boy.
Who is Anime Bullock?
Anime Bullock. Oh, I've heard this before, but I don't remember who the hell it is. Obviously, it's a. Wait. Is it Tina Turner?
Ah, yes. Damn it.
Yes. I knew I'd heard that before.
Yeah, her Broadway musical was through here a couple weeks ago, and I worked the show and saw most of it. It was a great show.
Okay.
Man, she put up with some crap, but
she came through in the end like a champ.
Yep.
She won for sure. What a talent.
Absolutely.
Watch those early videos of her on those shows in the 60s and 70s when she's fronting the Ike and Tina Turner band. Good God.
Yeah.
Great. Wow.
Yep. I wonder how accurate they were with Ike Turner, because he was they made him out to be bad man.
Yeah, he was not a nice person, but he did.
And when the guy came out for his curtain call at the end of the show, he got booed. But I'm sure he got just booed everywhere.
But hey, he must have done a great job.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He was. You hated that guy.
And some people think some rock historians say Ike Turner wrote the first rock and roll song called Rocket 88. So I don't know.
Well, that's what he says in the show.
Yeah. Who knows who did the first one? But some people say it was him before Chuck Berry and all that stuff. And I don't know.
Before Bill Haley in the comments?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
I'd have to hear Rocket 88 to see if that's an actual rock and roll song.
Yeah, I don't know either. But he says he did, but who knows?
All right.
Okay, question 2 for you. In the 2000 movie The Knight's Tale starring Heath Ledger, Queen performed their hit We Are the Champions with a different singer that wasn't Freddie Mercury or Paul Rogers or Adam Lambert. Who was it?
Whoa.
We Are the Champions. Yeah, it plays in the end credits of you remember that movie, The Knight's Tale?
I don't think I ever saw that.
Yeah, it was with Adam. It's actually a good movie with Heath Ledger. It's when they do that thing where they're on the horses and they get the long wooden things and they run into each other. What's that called?
Jousting?
It's a jousting movie, but it's a comedy. It's really funny.
Okay.
With modern music in it, and Queen is featured in it. We're seeing
Queen doing We Are the Champions with a different lead singer.
Not one of the ones that we know. It's a different guy.
But we know this guy.
Oh, we do.
Is it, Bono?
Incorrect.
Dang it.
Robbie Williams.
Really?
Robbie Williams sang "We Are the Champions" with
Okay.
Queen because it was
That totally,
it was
makes
rumored that he might take that job, but it never happened, and then Paul Rogers took over.
It probably would have been better with Robbie Williams, I think.
Yeah, he was a big
Paul
star.
Rogers was a weird mix. That I don't know who said that, who told them that was a good idea. I mean, it wasn't horrible.
No, it was just different.
Yeah, too different, I think.
Yeah, because I saw that in Seattle. It was a good show because they do mix up the Paul Rogers hits. They played Bad Company and Free songs too, which was cool.
Okay.
And he sang some Queen songs that were in his range, but he wasn't, definitely not imitating. It sounded like Paul Rogers, and it was all right because he is a great singer. But was it Queen? It was okay.
Yeah, Adam Lambert he's hitting it.
Yeah,
He's
Adam
hitting it
Lambert
out.
makes more sense. He's more.
Yeah.
He can hit all those notes.
All right, question 2 for you. What two bands members created the initial lineup of Alias?
Two guys who initially started the band Alias. I know it was
No, two bands.
two
There
bands
were five
brought
guys-
together.
Yeah, 5 guys in the band total. 2 from one band, 3 from another.
I know it was 3 guys from Heart.
Yep.
The other band. I'm gonna pull this out of my ass. Was it Sheriff?
God damn it. Yes. I'm going to start asking questions that nobody will ever know.
Oh yeah. Well, most people know Sheriff was one of those one-hit wonder bands. They had one hit,
Yeah.
and it was weird.
They did their debut album, and then all the guys from Heart left. And it was pretty much just the 2 guys from Sheriff that it was their band anyway.
Yeah.
So they kept it going.
Okay, so I got 2 of those right. I'm 2 for 2 over there.
Yeah. 2 for 2.
And but this is a question you might get right here because you're over 2. But you can totally redeem yourself right here.
I'm aware of being over 2.
So I was just telling that to the audience, our listening audience out there, to make sure they were keeping track. Okay.
Okay.
Question 3. Which one of these top 10 songs was the highest charting single for ELO in the U.S.? So I'm going to give you 4 songs. You tell me which one was the highest charting one. They were all top 10. Telephone Line, Don't Bring Me Down, Can't Get You Out of My Head, or Shine a Little Love. Which one was the highest charting single?
In the U.S.?
In the U.S.
I'm going to say the third one you said.
Can't Get You Out of My Head?
Yeah.
Incorrect. That was number 9. It was the obvious one. Don't Bring Me Down. It was number 4.
Yeah, well, Bruce.
Telephone Line was 7. Don't Bring Me Down was 4. Can't Get You Out of My Head was 9. And Shine a Little Love was 8. ELO.
Yeah, I'm sure those were all probably number 1s in the UK.
Yeah, big. And we'll talk a little bit about ELO a little bit later in this episode.
Yeah, somebody I know went to see them.
Yeah. Oh,
Anyway.
stand by. So we forgot to tell you at the top. So we're in the middle of rapid fire, but after this, we're going to do a couple concert reviews. Danny's going to give you one, and I'm going to give you the other. And then we'll finish it off with another bit. So
All right.
I got one more question, right?
Yeah, last question. How many top 40 hits did REO Speedwagon have? Top 40 hits.
In the U.S.? Oh, I'm going to say 5.
Oh. Not even close.
Not even close.
13.
13? Wow.
Yeah, they had 5 just from High Infidelity.
Holy crap. I thought maybe they had 4 from High Infidelity. Okay.
Yeah, 13 top 40 hits.
Not even close. Jeez.
Yeah, they were huge. Huge.
Yeah, well, especially when High Infidelity came out and when we were in Virginia. Good Lord, you couldn't get away from that album. It's so...
Yeah, it was... That's what DC 101 was playing.
Yeah, I went... Did I go to that show with you? Because I saw them during that tour.
I've never seen them.
Yeah, in fact, they're just retired from touring. They were always pretty good live. Especially when people forget Gary Richrath was a monster player. He was so heavy live. And you can see some of that stuff on YouTube. Watch that guy play. To me, when they lost him, it just wasn't there. I mean, they still had the songs, But he was a star in that band. But
I thought so too. I mean, Kevin Cronin gets all the credit, but Gary Richrath.
yeah, he was the metal.
Yeah, he was more of a hard rocking guy. I didn't realize he died from complications of surgery.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think he got some kind of infection from a surgery and died.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard way to go.
Yeah, and I know he was in bad health and he was way overweight and he wasn't doing too well in life. I think he had some alcohol and drug problems. Monster talent, but yeah, he just I don't know if he got kicked out of the band or he left the band. I don't know, but after that, he was never the same.
Yeah, there's a video of him playing this song like I can't remember, like Country Fried Chicken or something, or chicken. Something about a chicken, and it is unbelievable. His playing that song is just unreal.
Yeah.
So check that out.
Yeah, Gary Richrath, a monster player. All right, so who won Rapid Fire this week?
I can't really remember. I wasn't keeping that close to track.
Oh, okay. Well, let me check my statisticians over here. Oh, it's me. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right, good. I'm glad we cleared that up.
Yeah, thanks.
You were 2 for 3.
2 for 3. I'll take that. That's pretty good. 2 for 3.
Yep.
I'm feeling pretty good.
You just earned yourself some harder questions, my friend.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get them next episode.
Yep. So you just bank on it 0 for 3.
Yeah, so here's what normally happens in the life of this show. It's been around for about 12, 13 years. Yeah, I get on this little roll where I nail all Danny's questions, and he gets really pissed. And then for the next 6 months, I don't get a question right. and I
just got to put you in your place a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I have a feeling it's coming. It's okay.
Yep.
You know, what I like about this bit is we learn something. We always learn something from each other. And it sparks, gets our minds going. That we remember stuff like, Gary Richrath from REO Speedwagon being a great player. And if you want to hear a great REO Speedwagon album, the one before High Infidelity, 9 Lives, is killer. I like it much better than High Infidelity. High Infidelity had the hits. 9 Lives is it's their hardest rocking album for sure. So
yeah.
Check that one out. And the one before that, the greatest title of an album ever, was that you can't tune a piano, but you can tune a fish, or you can tune a piano, something like that. I thought that was
something about tuning a piano and a fish.
Yeah, brilliant or stupid.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, what a play on words.
Yeah, those guys were geniuses. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break and come back with Danny got to see a legendary guitar player in a smaller place, and he's going to tell you about that right after this.
Okay, welcome back. I'm going to talk about a show I saw a few weeks ago at a place called the Baby Grand in Wilmington, Delaware. I actually worked the show as a bartender, but then I was able to go in and watch 90% of the show. I missed like the first 2 songs maybe as I'm getting the bar cleaned up. So anyway, the guy.
Who is it? Who did you see?
I saw Richie Kotzen.
All right.
Mr. Big, Poison, just unbelievable player. The guy that makes it look so easy.
The Winery Dogs.
The
Winery Dogs.
The Winery Dogs just... Now, he only played his solo stuff.
Okay.
He didn't play any Winery Dogs or anything like that. But, oh my God, the guy is so freaking good. And his songs were great. I didn't know any of them. Hadn't heard any of his songs before.
Was he playing his new album stuff, basically?
Yeah. Yeah, he played like one song he talked about from an album called 50 for 50.
Yeah, that's because there's 50 songs on that album.
Yeah.
A 50-song album. That guy's that prolific. Unbelievable, huh?
Oh, yeah. There was a song called War Paint that I really liked. Yeah. So I went back and listened to that a few times. But the guy, unbelievable guitar player, great singer. His band just was bass and drums with him. And his bass player was freaking amazing also. But the guys, he was so good, just so relaxed. He plays fingerstyle, and you wouldn't know it. you wouldn't know if he's playing with a pick or finger or whatever, but just his voice was great. His kind of between song banter was kind of, I don't know. He must have kind of a weird sense of humor because I wasn't really getting it, but hey, I was there to watch him play guitar. So.
Yeah, I follow him on Instagram. He's got a dry sense of humor. And to a lot of people think he sounds like Chris Cornell a little bit.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, was his wife there by any chance?
I did not see her.
Yeah, Julia Lange. She's in Vixen. She's also a bass player. Killer bass player, too. So you would have noticed her if she was there.
Yeah. So this place, it's connected to the Grand Opera House. The Grand Opera House is kind of like the main room. That holds about 1,200. The Baby Grand holds 300, and it's kind of a theater. It's got seats, and then 2 rows of 2 aisles going down each side. 300 is the max, and there were 75 people there.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. The sides were the middle had about maybe half the seats taken, and the sides were basically empty. Maybe the first couple rows had some people, but yeah, there were not a lot of people there, but he played his ass off.
Yeah, the hardcores. I mean, you'd think more people would be there because he is from Pennsylvania. So
yeah,
I don't know.
But anyway, it's funny. You get a lot of the people because I was, as I'm bartending, a lot of the people came early and got drinks and stuff, and everybody's trying to outdo each other with how well they know his past stuff and how they met him and how they know him, and just like, oh God, like really?
So his friend is basically his friends. Shut up the show.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a guy you're ever gonna hear he's never been on the radio here, solo or any of the band. He got a little airplay when he was with Poison, but Mr. Big, no. Winery Dogs doesn't get played anywhere. I mean, you got to pretty much be a hardcore to know who he is.
Yeah, I wish he had played some Winery Dog stuff, but the bass player certainly could have handled it. He was fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, great show. I wish I had listened to some of his solo stuff before I went, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, there's
so. He has so many albums out, and I mean, I know there's like an essential Richie Kotzen, which I know he played a few songs from, so that would have been good to at least listen to a few times.
Yeah, and with his back catalog, he started out as a teenage shredder, and they wanted him to do instrumental music, and then he did his first album. His first album that he gave to the record company was almost like soul music. He was into that. I mean,
yeah.
And they said, "What the hell's this? We signed a rock guitar shredder. You want to play this kind of stuff?" So he's all over the place: blues, soul, ballads, metal. He plays it all. He's really
I mean, Winery Dogs is almost metal.
Yeah, I mean, he could play Prince stuff, no problem. He's done Purple Rain before. He's done Hall & Oates. He's done all kinds of stuff. But
the guy's a huge talent. I mean, his guitar playing is phenomenal.
Yeah,
he's just so freaking good.
And he's been asked. I mean, he's been in Poison and Mr. Big, and he's been asked to play in a lot of major bands. But he's like, okay, I've done that twice. I don't need to join replace somebody else in a major band. He's done with that.
Yeah. Why would he do it again?
Yeah, and he's got a nice
Get
career.
back with the Winery Dogs. Do that again.
Yeah,
I don't see that happening.
Not for a while because Portnoy's back in Dream Theater, so he's going to probably do that. I mean, Billy's available because Mr. Big is no more. But, I think we'll see it again in maybe 3-4 years, maybe. I mean, that guy's so prolific. I mean, come on, 50 songs. I couldn't get through that album. 50 songs, it's too many. 50 songs on one album. And
it's a lot.
I mean, some of them are okay. Some of them gets kind of samey sounding. I mean, yeah, some of them are. I like the more hard rock and faster stuff, but sometimes he goes into slow blues. He's all over the place. But yeah, he's a major talent. I mean, did you get a chance to see a sound check or anything like that?
No, No, I didn't. I was trying to get there early enough to do that, but then I can't remember what happened that day, but I couldn't get there in time to see Soundcheck. That would have been great.
Yeah. But that's kind of cool. You get to see a small place like that. You can really watch them work.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could have sat pretty much anywhere I wanted. But, I came in a little late, so I sat in the middle near the back.
Still.
But with 300 people, I was still 30 yards from him.
30 feet.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it was great.
Oh, cool. So
yeah.
I'm glad you got a chance to see him. Yeah. But cool.
Yeah, he's really laid back. Seems like a very cool dude.
Yeah, I know he lives in Malibu. He's got his wife and his dog. I follow him on Instagram. He always seems pretty mellow. I think he learned from his past experiences when he screwed up in Poison, but that was such a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. I think
All right, so...
Go ahead.
What? I was going to say, so you went and saw somebody.
Yeah, so we got a transition from one to another. So you were at the Baby Grand in Williamton. Is it Wilmington?
Wilmington.
Wilmington, Delaware. Home of the Wilmington Blue Hens or something?
Blue Rocks.
Blue Rocks. I was close. Okay.
Yeah.
We went to a game once.
Yeah, Rookie League.
Nice.
Rookie League baseball.
So the wife and I went to go see the Jeff Lynne's ELO. They played
nice.
2 nights at the LA Forum, which is now called the Kia Forum, on the 26th. I saw the second show. They played 2 nights, 26th of October. And I go on this little ticket app and I try to figure out to time it so I don't have to spend $700 to go see a band or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But I end up only 2 days before the show, I bought a couple tickets for $32 a piece.
Damn.
Score. It was in the upper section or the low section. It's kind of like the Cap Center used to be. There's an upper, middle, and then there's the floor. So we were in the upper to the side, but close enough. Jeff Lynne's not gonna run around the stage and see things up close. He's 70-something years old. He's gonna stand there and play. 13-piece band. So, let me see. I'll start with the opening. The opening band was a band called Rooney. And I'd seen the name, didn't know anything about them. I kind of knew they were maybe a power pop band. You ever heard of Rooney?
Nope, never.
Yeah, their first album has like the cover of the California flag, and it says Rooney on it. I've heard of them, but didn't think anything of it. Turns out the lead singer of Rooney was an actor. He was in a movie called The Princess Diaries, where your daughters are probably seeing that movie. He was the love interest in the first Princess Diaries movie. The kid.
Really?
The kid. Well, it turns out this guy is kind of a singer-songwriter / lead singer of a power pop band.
Wow, okay.
And so I'd never heard of these guys. So we sit down and listen to them like, hey, these guys are pretty good. How come I have never heard of these guys? And like, oh, this is good. The next song, this is good. And then the last song, they play, they had one top 40 hit called Shakin'. So he tells everybody to just get up. And Dodgers have won. Everybody's worrying about the Dodgers winning. They won their game, so everybody's happy. And he says, let's stand up for the song Shakin'. He plays the song like, damn, this is really good. So I did a deep dive on Rooney, and man, they had some good-ass songs. So I sent you a couple of them. Their 2 biggest hits. They only had one hit, but the second one, good stuff. Right up our alley. Dan and I both like power pop, but this was like 2000s, and maybe you think it sounds like Fall Out Boy. I don't think so, but there's 2 really strong songs. But I've been listening to it the last couple of days. Like, wow, I missed out on these guys. They were good. So, but the wife came to ELO because for once, she knew most of the songs for ELO.
Yeah.
And Jeff Lynne has a 13-piece band. There's a lot of people on stage.
That is.
But as we know, ELO, they've never been a jump-around type band. It's more the music and the musicians.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were freaking tight. They were unbelievable. The singers,
Really?
the band, the 3 keyboard players, the drummer was. Everybody was top notch. They probably had 10 of these musicians singing on every damn song.
Wow.
And Jeff, he's old, so he took his time walking out there, and in between the song, he'd say thank you, like give a thumbs up, and then go drink some water. And after that, they just play the next song. And during the songs, it's like great theatrical lights. So it's more of a light video experience. So the special effects were cool. Jeff can still sing. He doesn't move much,
Really?
but he still sings, and it was definitely him. A couple of songs, another male singer might sing a higher part in the song, but,
Yeah.
listen, I think I knew every song except one. The first song was a newer song. They started with One More Time. Then it goes to Evil Woman, Do Ya, Showdown, Last Train to London, Believe Me Now, and Stepping Out. I didn't really know that much. Rocketeria with the opera singer.
Right.
Was that one?
Or Rock Aria.
Rock Aria, yeah. And then they
Yeah.
did the old hit that Def Leppard covered, 10538 Overture, which is one of the early hits. Then it goes like Strange Magic, Sweet Talking Woman, Can't Get You Out of My Head. They did a shorter version of Fire on High, which is an awesome instrumental.
Oh, that used to be their opening.
Yeah.
Like for years and years.
Yeah. Living Thing, Telephone Line, All Over the World, Turn to Stone, Shine a Little Love, Don't Bring Me Down. And then
Jeez.
they come out, Mr. Blue Sky. Killed.
Wow.
It was so good.
Man, that's like a 2 hours of hits.
And my wife loved it. She says, this is like one of my top 5 shows ever. I'm like, wow.
Wow.
It was
okay.
good. And the crowd was, you'd expect mostly old. There was a lot of young people there, too. People bringing their kids and the grandkids. So it was anywhere from old codgers like me down to kids. And people were digging it. And it was so good.
That's awesome.
It was, and they're hanging it up for real. This was it was supposed to be their last American show. But 2 shows prior, they had to cancel because somebody in the band was sick in Phoenix. So they just tacked on Phoenix after this show. So Phoenix was the last show, not L.A. But I was glad because it was the first time I got to see them, and I'd never seen them before. As I said, I'd never seen them before, and it was as good as advertised. It was fantastic.
Wow. That is the only band that I joined their fan club for before I knew you even. And I was supposed to go see the Out of the Blue tour, but they got canceled back then. But
it's too bad you didn't get a chance to see it in Philly. I'm sure it's sold out.
It was. And I looked at tickets, and the cheapest I could find was like 160 something bucks.
In the nosebleeds, probably.
Yeah. Anything closer is like 300, 400 bucks. I'm not paying that.
Yeah, that's why I looked on my little ticket app in the secondary market. And, scalpers are trying to get rid of their stuff at the last second. That's the only reason I got to go, and I'm glad I did. And ELO was hanging it up in the summer of 25. I think they're playing 4 shows in England, and then that's it. They're done. But a killer show to see is the comeback show at Hyde Park in London, where I think it was something like 200,000 fans.
Oh yeah, it was huge.
And he wasn't even sure if anybody would come out to it. And he sold like 50,000 tickets in like 5 minutes. He was just blown away, and it's been great for them ever since. But yeah, he could tell he was when he's walking really slow. It's like, okay, time to say goodbye. And he's saying goodbye on a high note when he can still do it, which is kind of cool. Which is like the exact opposite of Phil Collins in a wheelchair out there struggling.
Yeah, that's sad to watch.
Yeah, so. But and my wife loved it so much, she actually bought a concert T-shirt. She never buys a concert T-shirt. She bought a concert T-shirt.
Wow, she's got an ELO shirt now, huh?
Yeah. So I was walking around. I had my Gary Moore Wild Frontier shirt And in the parking lot, hey, the Gary Moore fans are, cool shirt, cool shirt, cool shirt. I got that a couple. I do that when I have the Angel shirt. Same thing. You get to the hardcores know who it's Angel, it's Gary Moore. After the show, we're walking out after Sylvia's bought her shirt. A woman stops me and says, "Oh, I don't mean to bother you, but can I take a picture of your shirt?" Like, my Gary Moore shirt. Like, oh, okay. So she takes a
Let me suck my gut in a little bit.
Well, I didn't say that, but she was really nice. She's probably, it was a younger lady, probably in her late 20s, maybe early 30s. Very attractive, nice woman. Take a picture of my shirt. Then she proceeds to tell me, "Oh, by the way, I play in a band with Gary Moore's son."
My God.
Can you believe that? Like, really? You play with Gary Moore's son? You go, "Yeah, we play in a band together." He goes, I says, "Well, tell your friend Gary Moore's son that his dad was awesome. Best guitar player I ever saw in my life." She's like, "Oh, yeah, I'll go tell him that." I'm like, wow.
Okay.
I mean, I thought that was a pretty cool experience. Wow, you play with Gary Moore's son? I know Gary Moore had kids. I didn't know his kids were musicians. And in L.A. of all places. What?
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
So Gary Moore got some love at the ELO show. That was pretty cool. We went to some good shows this month, huh?
Yeah, totally.
Jeez, you saw Queensryche, Richie Kotzen. I saw ELO. So yeah, more to come in the future, and we're gonna probably talk about some older shows. Maybe Danny and I talked about talking about our experiencing Def Leppard High and Dry era with Blackfoot. So maybe we'll give you a concert review of that.
Yep.
Upcoming
that was
episodes
with Pete Willis.
Yeah, in his Explorer, which was bigger than he was.
Yeah.
But killer show.
I am going to see Metallica on there when they stop in Philly.
Okay, is it Metallica and Pantera?
Well, they're doing two shows, Friday and a Sunday. And there's Pantera, Five Finger Death Punch, Suicidal Tendencies, and that other like death theater band.
Ice Nine Kills?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe they're still on. I don't remember. Mammoth's not on with them anymore.
Is this the one where like one night they play one set and then the next night they play a different set? Yeah. Okay. So hopefully you get the better of the two sets.
Well, I'm going to both nights.
Oh.
So
lucky.
And I went to I've already seen this tour. I saw it up in the Meadowlands, up the Giants Jets Stadium.
Okay. So Philly's finally getting their show, huh?
Well, we had horrible seats for Jersey. We had way better.
And if you remember, if you go back in the old episodes, you missed Pantera
and Mammoth.
So that's not going to happen, is it, Danny? Again.
Oh, you bet your ass it's not. I'm not missing, because those are some killer opening bands.
Yeah.
I've never seen Suicidal Tendencies, so that'll be a new experience.
Yeah.
I saw the last Pantera song. As I'm walking to my seat, I see them finishing up Walk, and then I sit down and they, "Good night, thanks, see ya."
Oh, your face was probably beet red for about an hour. Son of a... Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Well, we'll look forward to hearing about your positive experience in the next show.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, I wanted to go... They're playing one show in Blacksburg at Virginia Tech.
Right.
And, Blacksburg, their football team is famous for having Enter Sandman as their walkout music, right?
Yeah.
So they start playing Enter Sandman, and the entire stadium is jumping. I'm sure if you watch SportsCenter, they've talked about how that is one of the best entrances in all of college football. Well, Metallica knows all about it. They are definitely aware. Well, on this tour, they're stopping in Blacksburg to play a show in the football stadium.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I was on there. I was ready to buy the tickets. I was on the website. It came up, my turn to buy a ticket. And I said, nah, it's a Wednesday night. I would have to drive down Tuesday, see the show Wednesday, and drive back Thursday. So I'd take 3 days off of work. And I already had tickets for Philly. So I decided, no, not going to do it.
You made the wise decision, sure, sir. You did the right thing. For your
Yeah, I
family,
think so.
for your country,
Plus, it's an 8-hour drive, so
for your pocketbook.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, well.
So
All right, on that happy note, let's take a commercial break, and we're going to be back with Who the Hell Is This? Now it's time to play Who the Hell Is This?
all right, welcome back, everybody. We're going to do a bit we call Who the Hell Is This, where we play 4 short clips of a band that we may or may not know, or maybe an obscure song from a band we do know, or a band we've never heard of. But anyway, some Canadian band that Mark has heard of one time.
Coney Hatch.
Yeah. So I got one for you. I think you'll probably know who this is, but go ahead and play the first clip and let's see what we got.
All right, so good, because mine's freaking hard. Here we go.
Oh, great.
All right, clip 1. Good production. Good. Sounds good. Sounds 80s. Bonfire.
No, that is incorrect,
All
and
right.
it's way newer than that.
Oh, okay. Sounded good.
I'll give my first hint for you. It's off their debut album from 2017.
Oh, debut albums. Okay, it's one of those bands. I gotta see if I can see if I can remember who they are. All right, here we go. Track 2. Is it the Defiance?
No, but you are very close.
I know I'm in that somewhere, but
You're in that range.
yeah, but what was the
This band
Go,
has had 2 albums.
2 albums. I'm trying to remember all those. It's probably one of those Frontiers bands, and I can't remember. There's so many of them, and it sounds like somebody I know, but I can't.
I think it is a Frontiers band, actually.
It probably is. All right, here we go. Track 3. God, it sounds like Ted Poley from Danger Danger. But is he in one of those bands? I don't know. Remember, I know some of the Danger Danger guys, and they're in the Defiance. But who the heck is Ted Poley in one of these kind of bands? I don't remember. This is what happens when you turn 60. Shoot, or is it one of those guys in Journey or Night Ranger? All right, any more hints?
I'll give you the hint that you're right with Ted Poley.
So that is Ted Poley, and he's in a band. Oh, what's the name of the band? The Carpenters.
Oh, close, but no. Karen Carpenter's dead.
Yes, she is. All right. Okay, here we go. Number 4.
Get to the chorus.
All right. It's not going to help me at all. Okay, so it's a Frontiers band with Ted Poley fronting the band. Any other hints?
It's mainly 2 guys, and Ted Poley and the other guy are both from Jersey, as in New Jersey.
Oh, is this one of those trickster guys in the band too? Maybe. What the heck? I don't remember the name of the damn band, which just means I'm gonna miss this one. Oh.
I'll give you
Wait. I think I got. Is it Tokyo Motor Fist?
Yes, it is.
Oh my God! I pulled that out of my
Man,
ass.
that looked like it hurt.
It did. We can now. You people listening, we can see each other, and we don't cheat. But I forgot Tokyo Motor Fist. I don't know why.
That album's so good.
They have 2 albums. Them and the Defiance and more Danger guys as the other ones. And those are good too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
Tokyo Motor. I mean, I like Trickster. I like Danger, and this is kind of a mix of both. And great album.
Is Steve from Trickster is in that band, right?
Yes,
Him and
Steve Brown. Yep.
I should listen to that more because I really like those guys.
Oh yeah, that album is great. Very great melodic hard rock.
God, I've been on a tear finding new old music, whatever, from all this stuff. Some stuff like Tokyo Motorfist, which is right in my wheelhouse. Sometimes I miss it because I'm discovering something from 1978.
Yeah. Well, there's so much good stuff everywhere.
So that took me all the way to number 4, the 4th hint. So Danny, if you can get this before the 4th hint or on the 4th hint, you're going to get this right. But I can tell you this is hard, but not impossible. So Danny, so you people at home, again, play along. I know people from a certain part of the world will get this immediately, in a certain demo on a different part of the world would get it in a heartbeat. But as Americans, not so much. So go ahead.
All right, well, let's listen.
Oh.
Jeez.
Okay.
Is it Frank Zappa?
It is not Frank Zappa. Okay, what I can tell you about this is this band had 7 top 20 singles in the UK, but 0 in the United States.
Okay. Let's hear the next one. Is it the Sensational Alex Harvey Band?
It is not. All right, your next hint is drummer Pete Gill from Saxon and Motorhead fame was a drummer in this band, and this band had 2 drummers. You can tell by like Adam and the Ants did, but this was before Adam and the Ants. This is 1974.
All right, let's hear this third part.
I was thinking of you when I wrote this song. Now that I have found you.
I don't know. This band had 2 drummers, but is it Slade?
It is not Slade, but that same scene. Okay. This band was also the backing band for Gary Glitter, and then they split from Gary Glitter and became their own act, and that's where they had these 7 hit singles. So it was Gary Glitter's backing band, and they were called something similar to Gary Glitter.
Is it the Glitter Band?
Correct, it's the Glitter Band.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, they were not anything in the U.S.
0 zip. But they were
Wow.
They were popular, and you can hear. I mean, if you know Gary Glitter's music and the Glitter Band,
Oh, yeah.
it's pretty damn similar.
Yeah, that I could totally hear it once you said Gary Glitter. I was like, yeah, that.
Da-na-na-na, hey, see? Which was Gary Glitter's big hit in the U.S.
Right.
He had 1, but Gary Glitter had a bunch of hits on his own, and then the Glitter Band had some hits for 2 or 3 years, and then poof, they're gone.
Wow.
Yeah, that was songs called "Just for You." It was number 10 in 1974 in the UK.
Not here.
Not here, nothing, not even a sniff.
Wow.
But there's a couple bands like that where they were like Mud, Gary Glitter. There's a couple acts that was the T-Rex, 1 song, Bang a Gong. But
Yeah.
in the UK, 15 to 20. Even harder rock,
Jeez.
Thin Lizzy. Basically 1 song here, over there, about 16. So yeah, some bands just didn't translate. Status Quo. I think they had 1 hit in the U.S.
Thunder.
Thunder, yeah. 1 or 2 songs, maybe played on Hairnation. There.
Robbie Williams.
Yeah, Robbie Williams, a 1-hit wonder here. Maybe 2.
Yeah.
their
Maybe.
stadiums. So you just never know.
Jeez.
But you know what? That's a nice career to have, though. You have you're big
Yeah.
somewhere.
More.
There's a weird, like Saigon.
One more hit than we've had.
Yeah, Saigon Kick, when they were getting ready to break up, all of a sudden they had a big hit in Indonesia with "I Love You." Like they said, it was everywhere there, at all places, Indonesia. So they played there once in front of
And that song?
the song. You know the song "I Love You." It was a huge
Yeah.
hit.
I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they played this. Jason was saying, "Yeah, we played in front of like 15,000 people in Jakarta because of that one song." And back here, I saw them at the Ventura Theater in front of what Ventura Theater probably holds about 1,500. There was about maybe 12 of us there, and the band. It was like, oh, it was over for them.
Well, that's when I saw Jason and Jeff Scott Soto in Philly. There were like 30 people.
Yeah, but that was a small place, though.
Oh yeah, it might have held 50.
Yeah, but that was kind of cool.
And
they expected
we
that.
all sat at tables.
Yeah,
We were all sitting at tables, so it wasn't like we could all jump around or anything. But
yeah, which means that Saigon Kick's playing the Water albums. But it's only two guys from Saigon Kick and some other guys. It'll be Phil and Jason playing together, and they're going to do the Water album at the Whiskey. So that's not going to sell out, but there'll probably be, I'm thinking there's going to be about 150 people there at best. But hey, I'm going to be there.
hey, I'll bet it'll be more than that.
You think so?
Well, I mean, because I think so, because that's my jam right there.
Yeah.
I would absolutely.
Yeah, if you were around here, you'd be there.
Oh, of course.
So I guess they're playing a couple shows here and there. I think they've played 2 shows for the Water album, but they were more in the Midwest. I think Chicago and someplace else, and I think they're playing 2 out here. Every once in a while, maybe in a couple months, maybe they'll play in your neck of the woods. I don't know.
Man, I wish they'd play Philly or Baltimore or Wilmington or Newark or Bear, Delaware.
Yeah, they have to. I mean, they were never a big band, so I think the closest you're going to get is probably Florida, because they were bigger there.
Well, New York is 2 hours,
You can only hope.
so that wouldn't be bad. But they're sold out there, so. Yeah. All right. Well, we've been recording a long time.
That was fun. So time to go to bed.
Time to put a fork in it.
Yeah. So we'll see.
We're gonna fork it.
We'll see you next time around. Maybe have some more concert reviews for you, and some more fun and hijinks on the Hard Rock and Trivia Show. Thank you for subscribing, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
See ya.